can you turn a bad girl good? Many have tried this for different reasons. Sometimes there's something going on inside us, an internal struggle. Is it possible? Well, here's the good news for those of you who are adventurers. Anything's possible. But first, let's define a bad girl. So a bad girl would be somebody we consider promiscuous. But in this society right now, the weight is heavier on a woman than a man when they're promiscuous. However, women have been encouraged to be equal in what men are doing and been told actually if they're submissive, that's considered toxic for a woman to be submissive. They're more encouraged to go out and have multiple partners like men do and keep moving. And they're told, a lot of women we know this are told, you don't even need a man. You work and take care of yourself. Now, there may be a degree of truth to that. You got to be able to take care of yourself, whether you're a man or a woman. But now, when you look at certain studies that say 7% of women have slept with over 50 guys in their lifetime. And how many people on a football team? Is it what?
53.
53
or 52?
So,
53.
Look where.
Are we counting the kicker?
No pun intended, but yeah, this is what we're talking about. Now, if that's what you choose to do, that's what you choose to do. Because once you get to a certain age, you're not worried about body count. To be real. Once you're like 35, because if you're dating someone 35 and up, it's not even body count at that point. It's life count, because you're gonna expect them to have children. So what's your life? How many lives did you birth into this world? Because you're probably going to have some kids. They probably going to have some kids. But if you're younger, my younger brothers, you just starting out, you have some choices in the matter. But yet you'll have brothers who try to turn girls around. I'll give you an example. I have my bro met a stripper at the strip club. And then he tried to turn her into his number one. And for a little while it worked out. She stopped dancing. What's happening? Are you like my hype man? I mean, I'm trying to vibe, and you're just like, let me.
You just gotta focus. You gotta drive through it, bro.
I'm like, what's going on here? This dude is just mumbling on the mic. So then now back to what I was saying. We had my bro. He fell in love with a stripper. I think that was a song, famous song back in the days. And then she stopped dancing for a little bit. But what happened? When his money went bad, she was like, oh, I'm going to dance. I'm going to get this money up. And then things basically fell apart from there. So, and then she put him on, child support. He became
hold on, C-Square wants to defend himself.
All right, go ahead, C-Square. Defend yourself right there.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, his money went south, right? His money went bad, like he said. So she's like, look, I got a way to make money. I can go back to what I used to do. So dancing, right? Did he just not like it? Because that's how he found her, right? Like, or did dancing lead to other things, and then that's what caused the friction? That's
Bro, most dudes will be insecure if you have your baby mama / wife, girlfriend, main squeeze, whatever, going on stage, doing, provocative things in front of dudes, whether you know them or not. So. In his mind, he's thinking the hustle, he was a street dude, is going to get her away from that because he's provided. But she's like, hey, I want you to stop the hustle too, because I don't want you to go to jail. Right. So he gives that up. Now he's working a regular 9 to 5, trying to be a good dude. He can't provide, like he was before.
So let me jump in.
So this is the fall apart. Yeah.
Can I jump in? So you had Fate goes from power.
Okay.
And then he went and got himself a stripper. And then the stripper was supposed to stop stripping. And Ghost was supposed to stop being Ghost and working for the cartels. And then he went to work a 9 to 5 at McDonald's.
What are you talking about?
Making minimum wage.
I'm following. Keep going,
bro. Talking about Ghost and the haunted
He's following me. Everybody's following. You got to keep up. You're in the mustard right now. You got to catch up. So your man's now is working at McDonald's making minimum wage, and his stripper girlfriend went back to the whole cave, broke out her whole man's outfit, and started stripping again. Is that the story that you're telling?
That's the story. So I'm saying that to bring us back to, that fell apart. And can you take a person who was out there in the streets? Because the saying used to be back in the days, like, yo, she belongs to the streets. She been out there. Can you take that person and turn them around and have them in the house on some, I'm talking about
Can I tackle
parental
this?
stuff?
Can I tackle this?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. We want to hear it.
No.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen.
Yes.
Habits are hard to break. Habits are hard to break.
Nada.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
People don't change. People
change. People change. Listen. People change.
Here's the question: as men who are married, do you think that if your wife was in that same position, that you guys would be married at this juncture, at this point?
What
So you're
position
asking
are you talking
if,
about?
If my wife was dancing Friday, Saturday, Sunday night in front of men throwing money at her, would our relationship be able to survive that? That's what you're asking?
Does not compute.
Yes, like could you have seen the potential in her, right? Like, would you be able to say, okay, she's a dancer or whatever have you, and see the potential in her?
No.
For me, I couldn't. I couldn't.
Nope.
There's categories. For me, there's categories of women, right? There's women that you wife, and then there's women that you do other things with, and there's other categories as well. But just to oversimplify it, and I think it's real hard for someone with me and my background to have seen a very attractive woman dancing on a stage in a provocative way to make money, not like a dancer, but like a dancer. It's hard for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna wife this person and try and change her. It's a futile attempt, man. I go for high probability shots.
Listen, people, you can't change anybody. People can change on their own. Maybe she found Jesus. Maybe something happened to her and she was like, this is not the way for me. Maybe you actually met the one stripper who was actually seriously going to school and is going to be a nurse and is now a nurse and no longer strips, which is 0.2% chance. But that wasn't you who changed them. They have to make the change themselves. So if you think that you're going to go into the club and grab this girl and you're not stripping anymore because I said so, you're in for a surprise. Just like Professor G's boy, she had her thong in the break glass in case of emergency, and she put that thong right back on, shaking her ass. The next day.
Or are you men insecure? Because I have a friend who was a former dancer, and she's so sexy. There's not a man she can get. So are men insecure when they know that woman can have multiple men if they wanted to? So are you guys saying that because you can't handle that type of woman? Is what I'm asking.
No.
Well, let me tackle this. So here's the whole thing with that. When you talk about sexy, beautiful, lovely, it's like at the end of the day, how beautiful can you be? So it's really how dressed up or how did you fix up, your physical appearance. So if you have somebody who's wearing something very seductive, very revealing, most men are going to be attracted to that because she's not covered up. So this is why, dudes are going to holler and hoot at her. But then now when you're trying to take the mind and you're trying to turn it around to do something and build a future, it's hard for a woman who's made money off her body to be on that. And if you know that, you're going to go in the other direction. Because once you've made money off your body, it's hard now for a dude who's worth something to say, okay, let's have some structure for the both of us. Because you could always break that structure by selling what your mama gave you.
I'm going to put it a different way. And I swear by what I'm about to say right now. What drew you to the relationship as a man toward the woman or a woman towards the man is going to be the very thing that risks to undermine that relationship and break it apart. So in this scenario we're talking about, you were drawn to the beauty, you were drawn to the provocativeness, the nature in which she danced, the fact that everybody wanted her and she was gorgeous. Okay? That's what drew you to her. That's what kept you coming. That's what made you get on your knees and present that ring.
You get real graphic right there, C-square.
But
what's going on?
5-6 years into it, she's walking around with one of her cute little outfits, a little bit revealing, heading out, talking about, baby, where you head? Where you going? Oh, I'm just gonna go to the shop and walk through the mall with some of my girlfriends. He's not gonna be okay with that after a while, right? Like at the end of the day, yes, I like her being beautiful, but I like her being beautiful next to me, not when she's out. Oh, we taking a weekend to Jamaica. I'll see you on Tuesday, and she walking out with next to nothing on.